comedy on the Kamo. Some would call it courage, others madness. Tonight we take you into the deep blue to witness an almost unbelievable event they call the Hell Divers Rodeo. It's an event never filmed before now, but you'll see for the first time free divers armed with spear guns risking their lives as they chase huge bluefin tuna. Their opponents are not just the tuna. They must also contend with the raging Tasman Sea and an array of predators that would kill for a taste of their catch. Pete Cronshaw joins the rodeo off the west coast.
Take a deep breath. You're about to witness freediving like you've never seen before.
Push the tempo, push the tempo, push the tempo, push the tempo, push the tempo.
The Tasman Sea has become home to a new breed of extreme fishermen. Armed with something not much more advanced than a bow and arrow, they track down huge hokey fishing trawlers, dive under their deadly nets and attempt to wrangle the monsters that lurk below. Massive bluefin tuna.
Risky? Yes, I would call it risky.
Steve Crabtree is one of the best spear fishermen in the country. He loves challenging nature, but prefers sitting on the sideline at the Hell Divers Rodeo.
If you go and do something for the first time and everything works, you're a hero. If you go and do something for the first time and it all goes wrong, you're not looking so flash. So yes, it is risky.
Risk number one is the sheer distance offshore.
If you lose sight of someone out there, you're just never going to find them. That's, I think, is the biggest risk.
Risk number two is the power of the fish.
Who knows what these tuna are capable of doing when they really get wound up. They just go so fast that if you get caught in its way, you're going with it.
Risk number three is sharks.
Everyone who fishes down there catches big mako sharks. They come in 300, 400, 500 kilo sizes. That's a dangerous fish by anyone's account.
And then there's the threat of getting tangled in the nets.
Now, all those categories, it's fatality. You're dead. You're getting lost. It's not like you can walk home. The sharks down there are makos at 400 kilos. If they bite you, you're in two pieces. If you get dragged down by a 300 kilo yellowfin, suddenly you're at 200 feet before you can blink. So all of the downside, if you like, is massive.
Go. You can't help but watch in amazement and ask the question, why?
Courage or madness? Oh, it's just a passion.
This is the ocean's equivalent of a stampede.
To me, it's an adventure. I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world, really.
Steve Hathaway and Dean Martin are two good keen men on a deadly mission.
It's probably not too bad. Not pretty, mate, but she'll do the job.
They're hunting for a new claim to fame. They want to smash a 25-year-old world record and spear a bluefin tuna weighing more than 180 kilos. A tuna big enough to drag any man to the bottom of the sea.
To shoot something that's like a bull in terms of the weight, a big bull, and tremendous power, we just got to have to do it all absolutely right, or it's gonna be costly in probably lots of ways.
I don't want anything to go wrong. I've had a friend drown with me before, and I don't want that to happen again, so...
So you've already lost one mate?
Yeah, well, just...
And that hasn't scared you from returning to the deep?
I thought I was going to give up for a bit there, but it's like you can't give up part of who you are, and just... but you just got to be more careful, I think.
To get to the tuna, you have to navigate Greymouth's treacherous bar, travel 80 kilometres out to sea off the South Island's west coast, and sidle up to one of the many foreign trawlers hunting for hokey. The tuna lurk just below the surface.
Broadsiding it! Man, look at them
I get deeper.
Just see fish of that size and to see these things just jumping out of the water. And just with the power and the speed, and you see these huge fins just go out of the water, and it's like incredible.
It is frustrating as heck when you want to spear one, but we're waiting for the net to come in.
Just wanted to get in the water, but that was the problem. We're sitting there looking, admiring that, and I just wanted to be down under and just see what was happening underneath the surface.
But a word of warning.
Right underneath the boat.
Just getting in the water, let alone trying to spear a bluefin tuna, is extremely hazardous.
See anything? What, just below me?
There are no voyeurs here. Everyone who gets into the water is part of the food chain, the slowest seal on the block, swimming with an array of deadly predators.
Maybe the sharks here as well, eh?
Would you get in the water?
No, not at all.
You wouldn't do it?
Sea dogs like Tom Fishburne know all too well what lurks below.
Oh, I've seen a lot of sharks out here at times.
Big ones?
Yeah, real big ones, yeah. White pointers and heaps of marcos. There's still a lot of marcos around here.
Ouch.
You're right.
I don't like sharks.
No, neither do I.
That's probably a good idea.
But it was going to take more than talk of sharks to keep these guys out of the water.
It's gonna happen.
Armed with a homemade spear gun, Dean